soft and quiet. This movie is quite the opposite. This is another horror movie that I saw on TikTok recently, with a lot of people talking about how they couldn't finish it because it's so disturbing.
The girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, each one she passes.
And it's become a pretty big trend now where indie horror movies will go pretty viral on TikTok from people claiming that it's the scariest thing they've seen in years and that this one's different. So I had to check it out because that happened with Skinamarink and that became one of my favorite horror movies. But this one was a lot different. Soft and Quiet centers around an elementary school teacher who organizes a mixture of like-minded women where they then encounter someone from her past that spirals them into this increasingly violent chain of events. And the entire movie, while it was shot in the span of 4 days, is made to look like it was one entire shot, meaning there's no cuts or time jumps in the movie. It's all one continuous hour and a half, which I thought that aspect was really cool. And right off the bat, I was pretty excited to see where this thing went. But really early on in the movie, there's a twist that changes your whole perception of this group, and spoiler, they're racist. It's revealed in a pretty cool way where there's this long shot of this pie with a swastika in the middle, and from that point on it just delves deeper and deeper into how horrible these women are. They're all horribly racist in their own ways. They believe in this Aryan supremacy, classic Nazi stuff. And as it was starting, they had this new member, and my first predictions of this movie was that the new member would be in trouble and they'd find out she was 1% something else and then commit a hate crime. Not that, but a pretty similar outcome happened. But essentially, the main woman's brother is in jail for a word I don't want to say, and they have a confrontation with the victim of that assault that leads into this increasingly violent chain of basically leading to a horrible hate crime. Basically, the rest of the movie, it's following this group of insufferable racist ladies, actually some of the most annoying characters I think I've witnessed in a film.
So nice to meet you.
Jess,
both.
stay home.
Have a wonderful night, ladies.
Jess! It was so bad.
Which, it's good that the racists were portrayed this way, but I found myself wanting to turn off the movie multiple times, not because of how disturbing it was, but just how annoying these characters were. I get it, it was trying to show how bad they are, but I swear it felt like a checklist of just like, I'm racist against these people too. And not just this race, but like, no, seriously, I'm a full-blown Nazi. I hope that clip of me saying that never gets taken out of context.
The Asians come over, they take over companies, get us sick. I don't say anything, you know? And then urban kids, right? They can't even spell their name and they get into better colleges than me. And it's like, okay, still, fine. I don't say anything. Now every brown bitch gets special treatment because they've convinced people to feel sorry for her. And it's like, then I'm the racist?
And then the movie basically leads into them committing this hate crime. They dump the bodies into this body of water. You think they got away with it, but at the last second, one of them pops their head out of the water and it ends. I didn't know what I was supposed to feel at that ending. It didn't really feel like there was any payoff for suffering through that whole movie, which was just some of the hardest stuff to watch. The characters and the script were just so annoying. I don't know if actual racist people talk like this, but they talk like cartoon characters. I just don't know who this... Oh god, there's a spider on my wall. Oh my god. That is a fast spider. Oh, Jesus. Oh! He's still alive, but we're on good terms now. What was I saying? I just don't know who this movie was made for, because I don't know if it's made for people that don't know racism exists. I feel like it could have been done portraying the message a little better. We just see these horribly evil and annoying racist women, and then we don't really get any exposition on the victims. If anything was to change in this movie, I guess I wish that after the encounter with the victims, it would follow the victims a little more. They were the only likable characters in this movie, so I would have liked to spend at least a little time with them. I know the director must have known this would be just a horrible watch, and I just don't know how to feel, because I'm sure it must have been the point, making them this insufferable, just to get it in your head, I guess, that these people actually do exist. But that said, I feel like the message kind of missed a little. I feel like you could have gone about it in a more interesting way. The story wasn't really there for me. But either way, this was a unique movie, and I will remember it because of that. I definitely think on a scale from overhyped to actually good, this movie is definitely overhyped for me. I think just expecting a horror out of this movie changes a lot for it. It's not really a horror, it's more just an incredibly uncomfortable thriller, which I really wouldn't recommend anybody watch. Not in a bad way, it's just I wouldn't recommend anyone have to go through that. But anyway, if you guys liked the video, feel free to leave a like. If you really liked the video, hit that subscribe button. I also have a Patreon now, if anybody's interested in that. And yeah, love you guys. Let me know what you guys think about this movie in the comments. I'll see ya. Oh!